It was an amazing experience.
Everyone's crushing it. I love it.
So I didn't really expect it to be as deep and releasing and as profound as it was. I feel very aligned with SOMA Breath. As time went on, the releases got deeper and deeper naturally, because the work that we were doing became deeper.
There's just something so powerful when people come together in a community, and that's the one thing I love about the SOMA is you can do an individual practice in your own home, these 21-day practices, but to really come together as a group and breathe and feel that support. It's almost like you catch the wave of the person next to you. And as we all began to breathe together, I felt the support of community holding me up in spaces where I realized I had really been standing alone.
It brings you closer to yourself. It brings you closer to what life is all about. It brings you closer to people that you might never have met.
I've never done anything like that before. But this was amazing. I would recommend this to everybody who wants to just dance, liberate, just be free and enjoy.
A sense of peace, just a calmness that after I do this, that didn't exist before.
Coming to a retreat like this is self-respect. Even if you feel as though you don't love yourself or you don't like yourself as much, if you sign up to a retreat like this, it means that somewhere in your mind and your soul, there is a sense of self-love.
Hey, hello my friends. It's good to see everybody here. I see a lot of familiar faces. I see a lot of new faces. Very excited for this. I'm just going to start sharing some sound here. We're going to start some music off here. All right. For those who don't know me, my background is in rock and roll. My background is in martial arts and also in free diving and traveling. And all this comes down to one thing, is that I crave adventure, and I also crave altered states. And that's why I was so fascinated with this book called The Doors of Perception. And if you are not familiar with The Doors of Perception, this is a book written by Aldous Huxley that actually influenced a band called The Doors, which, if you know the band The Doors, they were named after this book. So it got me thinking of like, what is this craving for the altered state? What is this within us that we're driven to inebriate ourselves in such a way? And I think when we look beyond the boredom and we look beyond the escapism, what we end up finding is that there's this curiosity that lies within all of us. And that's what we'll be tapping into today, this power of curiosity. And the great thing about SOMA Breath and doing this breath work is that we need no substances to move forward. We need no substances to open these doors of perception. So quickly, I'm going to go through some logistical stuff, some safety stuff first. What I want to talk about first is the window of tolerance. And that is pretty much what we want to stay within as we're doing this breath work to stay safe. We don't want to re-traumatize ourselves here. And really, I like to think about, we talk about this word healing a lot. And a lot of people get stuck on this idea of healing. And I think what this ends up doing is telling our subconscious that there's something within us that's broken. And really, the perfection of humankind is our imperfections. Our faults become our strengths. So with that in mind, staying within the window of tolerance, I like to think that healing is a byproduct of fun and connection. So if you're experiencing fun and connection, you're staying within that window of tolerance. So as we're doing this breath work and as we're doing breath holds, this is like listening to our favorite music. We want to listen to it loud. We want to challenge ourselves. We want to push it. But we don't want to listen to our music, our favorite music, so loud that our ears are bleeding and our neighbors are pounding on our doors. So this is the window of tolerance. As we breathe today, as we hold our breath today, really stay within this place where you're still having fun and you're still connecting. And as far as sitting and laying down, if you're new to this, I do like to encourage people to lay down. If you know what you're doing, sitting up is great, keeping the channels nice and straight. But really, this is about comfort. Comfort's key here. So whatever's most comfortable for you, if you decide while you're sitting up, laying down is more comfortable, feel free to switch. We're not stoic monks here. We're just here having fun and connecting and breathing together. So real quick, the contraindications. Slow rhythmic breathing techniques of SOMA Breath, they're safe to be used for anyone, and they're beneficial for everyone. If you deal with any of these contraindications, refrain from the breath holds and just let yourself fall into a meditative state. These are severe and critical diseases or infections if it impairs your ability to breathe, severe uncontrolled hypertension, usually after a heart attack, organ failure or late-stage terminal illnesses, pregnancy, and if you have epilepsy, a pacemaker, or an irregular heartbeat, all this with the exception if your doctor gives you specific permission. Now, a quick explanation of the breath work after I take a sip of water. This will be really easy and fun. I'm going to play some music. In that music is going to be the rhythm. In that rhythm, there's going to be a count, and we're going to be breathing to that count. In through the nose and out through the mouth. You'll hear our first round is in for 4 and out for 4. You'll hear in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Just breathing in through the nose, expanding the belly, expanding the diaphragm, almost like you're blowing up a balloon in your stomach. And the exhale is just a relaxing sigh. After we do that for a few minutes, we're going to go into a breath hold. We're going to take one last breath, exhale all the air from our lungs, and hold as long as we can. Remember, we're pushing ourselves outside the comfort zone. When we push ourselves outside the comfort zone, that is where we really learn what is within. That is where we get to open these doors of perception. After as we're holding our breath, and you get that big signal that you need to breathe, and I haven't told you to take a breath in yet, just take a sip in, let it go, and keep on holding. At the end, I will give a signal to take maybe 3, maybe 5 breaths in, holding at the top and squeezing your pelvic floor. Now, the pelvic floor, this Ashwini Mudra, these are the muscles around your bladder, your sphincter, your sexual organs. These are those muscles that you squeeze if you're standing in a long line for the bathroom and you don't want to pee your pants. These are powerful muscles. These are the muscles of creation and can really change your breath work in a profound way. In fact, you can flex this on every single breath, but we'll get into that more as we get into our quick stretch. So for the quick stretch, I always like to do a quick stretch before we do breath work. We want to make sure we're not going to pull any muscles, our intercostal muscles between our ribs. We want to make sure our chest is open and our shoulders are open. So this first stretch, let me just move some things around here. This first stretch will look like this. Hands on your knees. Nice straight back. And as you breathe in, we're going to bow our back up and breathe in, hold at the top of the breath. And as we exhale, we're going to let go and roll forward. Okay? And at the top of the breath, really making sure we're waking up those pelvic floor muscles. Okay? So exhale all the air from your lungs. And a big breath in, stretching back. Holding at the top, flexing the pelvic floor. And exhale with a sigh. And relax. And again, breathing in, stretching back. Holding, flexing, stretching. And exhale. That's good. You might be feeling the energy move around already. This is good. 2 more of these. In. Hold, flex, and stretch. Shoulders back. And exhale with a sigh. Last one, biggest one yet. Big breath in. Hold at the top. Flex that pelvic floor. Pull the shoulders back. Heart to the sun. And exhale, rolling the hands forward, sighing and relaxing. Very good. Next one, I call this the good morning stretch. It's like that stretch we have every time we wake up. We reach up in the air. That's pretty much it, except for we're tying in our breath here. So how this will go, exhale all your air from your lungs. And a big breath in, stretching up. Holding at the top, flexing the pelvic floor. You can lean a little bit left and a little bit right. Opening up the sides of the ribs here. And a slow exhale coming down into prayer. Good. Again, big breath in, stretching up. Holding at the top, flexing the pelvic floor, stretching left and right. You can move back and forth. You can move in a circular motion, whatever feels good here. Make sure it feels good. Nothing should be uncomfortable here. And a slow exhale. Good. Again, big breath in. Holding, flexing, stretching, moving that energy up our spine. And slow exhale down into prayer. Okay, last one. Making sure you're filling your belly nice and full with this breath. In and fill. Hold, flex, and stretch. Open up that body. Good, and a very, very slow exhale. Good, and last one we're going to do is more like an inner stretch than an outer stretch. We're going to put the back of our hands right on our lap here. And as we breathe in, we're going to stretch our spine upwards, but really focus in on breathing into that belly and then into the chest, okay? And we're going to take 3 breaths pretty quickly and hold on the top of the third, stretching up on that inhale. Okay, with me, in and out. In and out. And last breath in. Holding at the top, flexing the pelvic floor, and now you can move your navel in, moving this energy up your spine. And you can roll your eyes up. And before you let the breath go, relax your body and slowly exhale. Take a couple recovery breaths. Good, here we go. 3 breaths in. In and out. In and out. Last one, all the way in. Hold, flex the pelvic floor, move the navel in, move this energy up your spine, all the way up. Meet that energy between your brows, rolling your eyes up to the third eye. Hold here for just a moment, feeling that vibrational energy. Feeling it awaken within you. And relax your body, relax your shoulders, and slowly exhale. Take a couple recovery breaths. And one more time. In and out. In and out. Big breath in and hold. Hold, squeeze the pelvic floor, move the navel in, driving this energy up. Feel it move up your spine, all the way up until it meets your third eye. Meet it with your two eyes, looking between the brow. Holding here for a moment, feeling that energy. You can tuck the chin if it's a little intense. Good, and relax your body. And slowly exhale. Good. We're already here. We have arrived. Let's go ahead and prepare to move into the breathwork. Now that we've awakened, what I want you to do is ask yourself, what is my next big adventure? What is my next big challenge? What is the next thing to unfold in my life that gives me wonder? And if nothing comes up, that's fine. And sometimes it doesn't come up in words, sometimes it comes up in feeling. What is that feeling of wonder and curiosity? This is that same feeling that arises when you look to the stars. When you look at what's beyond and know somewhere deep down inside, there is more than just this everyday life. Or when you look into the ocean and wonder what lies beneath that surface, what lies in the depths of this world. This is that curiosity that I want to invoke. And I want to tie this to our breath. So can you feel where that curiosity comes from? Can you feel it in your body? And as you start to breathe and focus on your breath, can you feel this curiosity and wonder stirring? And as you breathe out, can you feel those obstacles releasing? Those ideas that hold you back? Those thoughts, what if this goes wrong? What if this goes wrong? Let that go on the exhale. So as you breathe in, turning up the wonder, turning up the curiosity, turning up the adventure. And as you breathe out, letting go of the judgment and the fear and the what ifs. Can you give these two things a color? What is the color of wonder? What is the color of curiosity? What is the color of adventure? Don't think about it, let it come up, just like that. And breathe that in. And can you give hesitation and fear a color? And see yourself breathing that out. Good, very simple. Breathing in that color of wonder, breathing out the color of hesitation and fear as we move closer to the door of perception, as we move closer to opening our mind and the adventure within. You're doing great. We're going to do this to a rhythm. This will be in for 4 and out for 4. Every breath turning up that sense of adventure. Every exhale breaking down your hesitation. Here we go. In through the nose, expanding the belly, out through the mouth, and letting go, just like that. Breathe in that color of wonder, and breathe out that color of fear. Sighing and relaxing, breathing in, expanding the belly, taking in that color. Exhale, letting go. That's right. Nice circular breath, no pause between the inhale and the exhale. Tune into that rhythm. Tie it to the wonder. Let the song open up your mind. Let it open up your breath. Start taking bigger breaths, getting ready for this breath hold, charging up. Take a little bit more in, and push a little bit more out. Doing great. Getting close to the end of this round. Nice big breaths. Build up that momentum and build up that energy. What's your next big adventure? Breathe into it. Breathe into that color. And let out that fear. Let out the hesitation. Let go of the what ifs. Let go of the doubt. Good, and we'll take one last breath all the way in, fully filling. Holding at the top for just a moment, squeezing that pelvic floor, pushing the belly button in, moving this energy up higher and higher. Meet it between your brows, rolling your eyes up. Good, and let this energy come back down, relaxing your body as you slowly exhale. Holding at the bottom, letting go of the tension in your shoulders, relaxing your face, relaxing your belly, your chest, letting gravity pull you into the earth. As you drift beyond the atmosphere into the stars. As you drift beneath the surface into the depths. Stay present with any sensations that come up in this moment. And every good adventure has a challenge, and that challenge is this breath hold. As you feel the discomfort arise in this breath hold, try to stay relaxed as possible, pushing a little bit beyond the comfort zone, pushing into the adventure. When you need to, just taking a sip of air, letting it out, keep on holding, and repeat this as many times as necessary. Every great adventure has a challenge. These challenges arise in our lives constantly. And sometimes we might play victim and think, why me? But instead, what if we shift that to this adventure? Every good adventure comes with a challenge. And this is the challenge to my adventure. And I accept it and move into it willingly, open-hearted, and brave. Great. On the count of 3, we're going to take 3 breaths in, holding at the top of that 3rd breath. Squeezing and pushing up that sense of adventure, that bravery, that moving forward. On 3, 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3, all the way in, all the way out. In, out. And last breath, fully filling all the way in. Holding, squeezing the pelvic floor, moving the belly button in, moving that energy up, rolling the eyes up, meeting it to the 3rd eye. And even moving that past into the stars, through the atmosphere. Claiming, I will be brave. I will be brave. In the face of my next challenge, I am here for it. I'm here for it all. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful. Can you accept that? Can you relax your body and accept this message into your body? As you slowly exhale, coming back down. Take a couple recovery breaths. Getting ready for this next round. Moving forward, moving closer to this door. what lies beyond this next breath. In for 2 and out for 2. Here we go. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice big circular breaths. Have no fear. Move forward with bravery. Your next big adventure is now. Breathe into that. Releasing the fear, releasing the hesitation on this exhale. Let it go from your body. Breathe in the wonder, let go of the hesitation. Breathe into your why. Why are you here? Why are you breathing? Why do you adventure? Why do you explore? What is this curiosity that connects us all, that moves us beyond, that drives us to the evolution of humankind? Breathe into that. Let the music take you on this adventure. Build up that momentum. Feel that energy arise within you. You're doing great. Keep it going. Breath all the way in, fully filling, holding at the top, squeezing the pelvic floor, moving the belly button in, moving the sense of adventure up. Move it up, meet it with your eyes, into the third eye. Feel your whole body vibrate with this energy. Good, and relax and slowly exhale. Good, and right back into it. Here we go. 2-2 breath. Let your lungs become an instrument and breathe to the rhythm of this song. What's holding you back? Breathe it out. Who's telling you no? Breathe it out. Good. Build up that momentum. We're getting towards the end of this round. We're gonna have our best breath hold yet. We're gonna face our biggest challenge yet. Take in this energy. Take in this energy of wonder. Let go of the judgment. Let go of the shame. Let go of the people telling you no. Let go of the disbelief. Last couple breaths. Good, and final breath all the way in, fully filling all the way to the top, taking a little bit more through the mouth. Hold at the top, squeeze the pelvic floor, move the belly button in, move this energy, move this light of curiosity in a swirl of energy up your spine. See it. Open your mind's eye. See the mind movie, showing you this energy, swirling up your spine, meeting your third eye, moving beyond, sending this energy that you have within you into the heavens, into the stars, into the depths of the ocean. I am here. I am here for it all. Good, and see this energy coming back down into your body, lighting your body up as you slowly exhale and surrender and relax and release the tension. Holding at the bottom. Letting go to the will of the universe. It is human nature to have expectation, to make plans. But every good adventure, every good story has chaos, will mix up these plans, will scatter your expectations. And this is our moment of surrender. Letting go completely in this moment. Sending that message, I am here. And I let go to the will of it all. You know what to do here. If you need to take a sip, but we are pushing beyond this comfort zone. We are growing in this moment. We are healing in this moment because we are connecting in this moment. Right now in this Zoom room, there is 110 of us from all around the world with this same vision, igniting this same feeling, invoking this same spirit. We've all breathed at the same rhythm, inhaling and exhaling at the same time, and now we hold together. We hold strong together in this moment. All around the world, for the world. We become strong together. We build this web. And we push human evolution beyond all expectations, beyond all plans. And on the count of 3, we're going to take 5 breaths in, holding at the top of the 5th, all connecting together. 1, 2, 3. Big breath in and out. In, out, in, out, in, out, and one last breath all the way in, fully filling, holding, squeezing, moving this energy all together, all connecting, seeing this light shooting up to the sky, building a web of energy. All of us, all around the world, connecting in this moment with our breath, with our spirit, moving beyond the body. And in this moment, can you recognize that we are all one? We are all driven by this curiosity. We are all driven to open this door of perception. We are all driven to alter our state. And knowing in this moment, with just our breath, we can open this door. Good, and relaxing your body and slowly exhaling. Coming back to a gentle breath. many times in your life have you had this wonderful idea, or maybe it was a thing that you were looking forward to doing, and maybe a voice in your mind or a voice outside of yourself, maybe coming from a parent or a friend or anybody doubting you, like, oh, that's not gonna work. What are you, crazy? You know what? We are all a little crazy. And that is the beauty of the human spirit. Yes, we're crazy. Yes, we dive into oceans to the deepest depths. Yes, we launch ourselves into space, not knowing if we're gonna live or die. All in the namesake of wonder, of wanting to know what's beyond. So for this moment, for just a few minutes, I want you to just let any thought roll by and ask yourself, what is my next great adventure? No hesitation, no fear, no doubt. Where am I stepping into next? Where is my next frontier? Good, and float on that just for a couple minutes. I love this saying that perfectionism is just procrastination wrapped in a pretty bow. So often what holds us back is this idea that we have to do it right, we have to do it perfect. Maybe we don't want to suck in front of a bunch of people, but I also love this saying that the first step to being good at anything is sucking at it first. And you know what? That's the payoff. That is the beauty. It's because if you keep going, if you have the grit, if you have the drive, one day you'll be able to look back and see where you came from. And how amazing it was to push through. That, my friends, is the energy I want you to take with you. Beyond this session, beyond this day, beyond the week, beyond the year, even beyond this life. Humankind would have never achieved anything if we were worrying about doing it perfect the first time. We started with caves and made mud huts, and now we have skyscrapers and pyramids and monoliths. Don't let perfectionism hold you back. Let's take one last breath in and a big sigh out. Great, you can start to come back to your space and your place, wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, starting to open the eyes and come back to this moment. And if you could, for me, just drop into the chat and let me know how you're feeling in this moment. Just one word, 1 to 3 words, whatever you feel comfortable with. I think this is important. Speaking out loud, our present moment. Refreshed, beautiful, humming with energy. Look at all this coming in, super motivated, expansive, fantastic, open to possibility. This is what I'm talking about. We have bliss, we're high, we're buzzing with expansion, transformation and trust, expanded, expansion. I love that. If you think about every time you breathe, you're physically expanding. And when we tap into this breath work, we're literally tapping into this feeling of expansion. And that's what we did here together from all around the world. Beautiful, beautiful. Much love to all of you. Seeing some friends from around home being in this session. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I have some sessions coming up. So there's the SOMA Breath app, which I teach in regularly. My next session is October 10th. And then I have a session on Halloween where we're stepping into the void. So October 31st, October 10th, and October 31st on the SOMA Breath app. You can keep on breathing with me. I also have a YouTube page. You can look up Breathing into the Void on YouTube. And you can find me on Instagram, Dustin_the Void. Connect with me. Let's keep on going deeper. Let's keep on breathing together. Let's keep on expanding. I love this. Thank you for all the kind words. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to SOMA Breath and all the people who work so hard to build this community and to see everybody come together like this. This is the magic. This is the magic, my friends. Thank you.
Appreciate you so much. Thank you, every single person. I'm going to make sure that we see you all now in gallery view. No more spotlight. Everyone's spotlighted now. Katrin, chat, Lisa, Cynthia. Yes, smiling Katrin back at us. Sandra, Tammy, thank you all so much for sharing in the chat, for sharing your energy as well, and just feeling a little bit lighter, feeling a little bit more blissful right now. And just make sure as well that you use the next 30 minutes up to an hour to be constantly connecting to yourself without the interruptions of the world. Be with thyself. Whether it's your morning, your afternoon, your evening, be with yourself. And remember, the doors are open and you have just accessed, without any substance, just through your breath, the fabulous thing that is called feeling and being alive.